you're heading to Japan soon, then you'll definitely already have this in your wallets. But what you didn't know is that you need this and this. I just traveled to Japan and these were the only 2 cards that I needed for the entire trip itself. I will also teach you guys my secret time-saving hacks where I get to combine these 2 cards together, so stick around to the end of this video. I wish someone had told me about these 2 cards before I left for Japan, so hopefully at the end of this video you'll be able to save yourself both time and effort. Oh, and did I mention save money as well? So let's get into the video. So if you're traveling to Japan today, then you'll definitely need this card called the Youtrip Card. This has been a lifesaver for me because I've actually been using this card since 2019 when I first traveled to Europe and I needed an overseas travel card to deal with foreign currencies and all the different currencies in all the other countries. So of course when it first started in 2018, it didn't have a lot of the features that you have right now, but as of 2024 right now, it has all the best buzzing features, and that's why I think this is the best time for you guys to start using it. So when you travel overseas, right, I know one of the biggest headaches out there is that you have to deal with the different currencies and the exchange rates. So if you use your normal credit cards to pay for items overseas, I can almost assure you that it will still work, but you will likely incur horrendous exchange rate fees and overpay for so many things. Either that or you risk looking like a mafia boss holding large stacks of foreign currencies in your wallet and being constantly vigilant and thinking about whether people would start to rob you or not. Youtrip basically offers better exchange rates for up to 150 different currencies on the app itself. So instead of just me rambling on about Youtrip and talking about things like an advertisement, let me prove it to you. I'm going to head down to Chinatown now and look at all the other money changes and look at their exchange rates from Singapore dollar to Japanese yen, and then we'll compare with the Youtrip app itself. So you can see that these are the rates of the money changes for the Japanese yen, and on the Youtrip app itself it is showing around 1 Sing dollars to 116 yen as of right now. So this way you'll be able to save money when you pay for things overseas with the best exchange rate, so you are welcome. So this is how Youtrip works. You apply for the physical card online and you also download the Youtrip app itself. It usually takes around 5 to 7 days for the actual physical Youtrip card to arrive, and once it arrives you can quickly add it to your Apple Pay wallet and you can freely use it on your iPhones itself. So Youtrip app is not difficult to use. If you just open it up and you really just kind of browse through, you can see that it has the rates for up to 10 different popular currencies like Sing dollar, USD, Japanese yen and many more. So when you log into the app, you'll also be able to find the current exchange rate. So for example, from SGD to Japanese yen, it currently shows 116 yen for each Sing dollar. This is awesome because you'll be able to very easily at your fingertips exchange for currencies at the best price and keep it in your wallet first, your Youtrip wallet first, so that you can use it afterwards when you go to your trip, like when you go to Japan afterwards. One thing you do have to note is that Youtrip works like a debit card. So that means that you have to top it up first with your bank account and then you can pay for things. It was kind of embarrassing for me because when I was in Japan, I was trying to pay for something, and when I was paying for it, I was like, hey, my card keeps getting declined, what's happening? And for some reason, it just couldn't pay, and I had to get my girlfriend to sort of pay for me, so that was kind of embarrassing. But in hindsight, I guess since I got it for free, it's actually a really good thing. But yeah, it just proves my point that you have to have money inside first in order to pay for it. So it would definitely be a good idea if you have some money left in the wallet itself, for example SGD, depending on which country you're from, so that you have enough money to pay for stuff afterwards. So one additional tip to note is also that if you have other currencies stored on the card itself and you do not have any other money stored in it, then when you pay for stuff, you will just convert those currencies to pay for your stuff. So for example, I have a YouTube editor who is also churning out all these videos for you guys where you're watching all these YouTube videos. What he does is that, or rather what I do is that I pay him in USD. So this means that I have to keep some USD in my Youtrip wallet. So if I buy something in Japan with my Youtrip card itself and I do not have any yen or any SGD in my wallet, it will convert whatever USD that I currently have in my wallet into yen to pay for the current purchase. So if you don't want to mess up all your other currencies that you currently own right now, then you definitely need to have other currencies in there if you don't want them to just automatically convert whatever currencies that you automatically hold in your wallet itself. One of the best things that Youtrip offers as well is the ATM card withdrawal feature. So I stupidly thought that we had enough money in Japan in terms of cash, and when I went to buy my on-cloud shoes, which were brand new, outrightly with $200 of cash in that sense, and I think we were approaching the end of our trip already and we didn't have much cash left, so I thought, okay, let me just spend whatever I want or anything that I want to buy. But after that, we were short on cash as we were moving around in Japan. We had to go to one of the fish markets and they only accept cash right there, so we didn't have enough cash. So then what could we do? Basically what happened was, thankfully because of this function, we were able to go to any foreign ATM that has this MasterCard logo on it, and you can withdraw up to $400 without any cost. We only withdraw I think about $200 on that day itself, but it was just enough to tide us through for the day or two, and we can buy whatever souvenirs we wanted at the market itself, and we can still proceed with our trip without much problems. So this is basically like an emergency feature where you can only pay for cash in certain areas in Japan. So don't say that I bojo and I'm not steady. Here's a referral link for you guys down below in the description box where you register and sign up, and you can top up any amount and we will both get $5. So just by watching this video right here and you're signing up, you have already earned $5 for your next trip. So then it brings us to the second card, which is the most important for me in Japan, which was the Suica Card. So this is basically like their prepaid card that they are using for transport in Japan. This is also quite similar to what we use as EZ-Link cards in Singapore, where you have to tap in and out of the MRTs or the buses when you travel around Singapore. You can usually buy this Suica card from one of the machines in the Japan Rail East train stations. With this card, you will be able to effortlessly take the trains or the buses anywhere you want to travel in Tokyo. So you must get one of these cards, otherwise it will be such a headache whenever you want to take the trains in Japan. When we went to Japan last year itself, we wanted to take the train, so every time we did that, we had to go to the ticketing machine, which means that we had to select the location that we were going, we have to think about where we're going to go, and we have to buy the tickets for it and queue up every single time that we wanted to take the trains or the buses. This meant that we had to constantly queue at the machines and face a lot of difficulties trying to navigate and buy the right tickets at the right time at the machines. So save yourself all this trouble, immediately get one of these cards where you can arrive there and you can just freely decide on the go anywhere that you want to travel to in Japan using the buses or the trains. One of the best functions is that if you're an iPhone user like me, and I'm an Apple product user, this is the best. You can actually add it to your Apple Pay card wallet on your phone itself, just like your Youtrip card. This means that after that, you can just discard the Suica card afterwards, and wherever you take the trains or the buses, you can just easily pay with your phone. You can just tap on your phone, and it is amazingly convenient. This card is so useful that other than just using it to pay for things like transport, you can even pay for things at the local sort of marts like the 7-Elevens, Lawson's, Family Mart. That's like their version of their local stores over there. You can just tap and you can pay for your products as well. As a foreigner itself, I can almost assure you that you will need a lot of water as you're traveling. So one of your best friends is the vending machine. So what you also constantly need from the vending machines is either water or tea or coffee or whatever it is you need. This is something that is going to be your staple. So you can also use the Suica card on your phone to tap for it and pay for it easily as well. I think one of the main reasons we go to Japan, I think people go for the scenery, for the food. One of the things that me and my girlfriend, we go for would be the arcade machine. The two arcades that we usually go to are Gigo and Taito Station. So these are actually arcades where you can get to win soft toys and anime merch that my girlfriend loves. So we were just playing them like crazy in Japan. So you can either pay with 100 yen coins that you put into the machines, or you can also pay with your Suica card. So to be fair, in this point itself, I must say that the Suica card is actually a double-edged sword, because I was playing so many times on these machines that I just constantly tap, I constantly top up, I constantly tap, and I ended up spending too much money on it. So this convenience is actually a double-edged sword where you can pay so easily so you don't notice how much money you're spending. Before you know it, you have to kind of top it up again. So be careful when you go to all these arcade machines. You don't want to overspend your money there. I think last year we spent, seeing that this is a personal finance channel, I shouldn't be spending my money so recklessly, but I control my spending in Singapore quite a lot. So when I go overseas, I'm a little bit like how a prisoner is, escape from prison. I really unleash my bankai and I just do whatever I want to do. I think we spent almost $1,000 on the Gigos or the arcade machines over there over the last year, but this year we were a little bit more controlled. We didn't spend that much. I haven't counted exactly how much we spent and I don't wish to know that, but I think we spent less than $1,000 this year itself. So then this brings me to the bonus tip, which is the best thing that you can have about the Youtrip cards and the Suica cards. So for you guys who have stayed to this part of the video, this is the secret tip that you guys have earned. So since you have added both of your cards to your Apple Pay wallet, they are at your fingertips to pay for whatever that you want. So however, the Suica card is the one that is important because it's a prepaid card. You need to top it up whenever you run out of money. However, if you are using the physical card itself, every time you have to top up, you have to go to the ticketing machines at the station itself, you have to queue up, and then you have to kind of top it up manually in that sense. However, if you are using the Apple Pay wallet, there is a function to top up your Suica card from here. So you can see from this video clip over here, simply open up your Apple wallet, scroll to your Suica card, click add money, select the amount that you want, for example 2,000 yen, and then just top it up immediately with your Youtrip card itself. This is so awesome because since I have used this function, you're really lucky because I think Youtrip card was not available last year on Apple Pay, but now that it's available on Apple Pay, you can use it to top up your Suica card and any other cards. So this is super awesome. So I've not touched or had to queue up for any of these top up machines when I was there, which was a super time saver. So there, you have earned both the $5 referral fee if you have signed up below, and you have also saved tons of time and frustration frustration if you've gotten to this part of the video. This video is also my way of documenting my money journey in Japan and letting you guys know how I was paying for stuff in Japan itself. Hopefully you found this video useful, and please enjoy your upcoming Japan holidays. If you enjoyed this video right here, then you'll definitely enjoy this video right here on me talking about what I ate and did in Japan for the last 10 days. Thanks for watching, have an amazing day as usual, and I'll see you guys in the next few videos. Bye bye!